how are you all? Today I'm back with a full series review. We're looking at Nisekoi Season 2 that just finished in the spring season. So I wanted to give a general rundown of what I thought of Season 2, how it progressed, the pacing, the characters, some of the romance development. Now I'm gonna try and not really go into any spoilers, anything specific, just do kind of like a general introduction to some of you guys who have never heard of the series, as well to give my thoughts on Season 1 and Season 2, what I personally liked or disliked about either season. Nisekoi basically starts off with a boy named Raku Ichijo, who is the heir of a Yakuza gang family. Right off the get-go, we get a taste of how aggressive the Yakuza lifestyle is, and Raku spends a lot of his high school life trying to avoid a lot of his family stuff because he doesn't really want to get tied into that. Because there's a new gang that moves into the area in the city where he lives in, he ends up having to fake date the girl who is the daughter of the Yakuza heir from a different family. This happens to be Chitoge Kirisaki, who is the new transfer student in town. She also happens to be like a really kick-ass, awesome, spunky tsundere. And as Raku's fake relationship with Chitoge kind of progresses, other girls end up appearing and a lot of them get thrown into the complexities of this whole relationship setup. This is what happens in the main plot line, and that's basically how the slice of life develops from it. Raku himself carries a lock on a regular basis, and he basically made a promise with his childhood friend, who is the girl with the key to the lock, to marry her one day. And this is like the main backbone storyline of Nisekoi. And as we're building slice of life comedy, we're also building up more stuff with the lock and the childhood promise, which is the ultimate mystery that the series tries to solve. So you have technically 2 strands of main plot going on, plus 4 different subplots when Raku interacts with any of the other female characters in the show, because the show is a harem anime. I really like this show off the get-go because the manga is so funny. When I started reading the manga, Shonen Jump was just starting to talk about licensing Nisekoi, and they kind of marketed it off as a like really quirky twist on a Romeo and Juliet kind of story. It has nothing to do with Shakespeare at all. You do have like a little bit of a Shakespeare play arc, but other than that, it's just a really fun romantic comedy harem setting. The harem setting is not as typical as I thought it was. You do have one female protagonist that is fairly easier for you yourself to relate to, which is why the series fan base has split off into different teams rooting for different heroines in the series. Now I thought this is really fun among fans because Nisekoi is one of those rare harem settings that actually does a really good job of balancing the romantic development between each of the main female characters. Yes, Chitoge is the main kind of first introduced protagonist, but you know that Raku really has a soft spot for the other girls in the show, and he's a really good guy in general. Usually you see very oblivious and just very annoying, bland male protagonists. While Raku is quite oblivious to his own feelings or to other girls' feelings, he himself is quite a sensitive person and he's quite perceptive. I think he's quite sincere when it comes to girls, so I'm a little bit more forgiving when he falls into those archetypal harem hero tropes. Now to talk quickly about Season 1 and Season 2, I really enjoyed Season 1 more, not only because of course there is more to tell in Season 1, because we're getting into introductions, we're introducing new characters, and slowly more chemistry is building between the characters. I didn't think that Season 2 focused enough on Kosaki and Marika, to be honest. We were so busy with random comedy, and then we got a little bit of a break with Michael, and then more stuff with Haru, and then some random stuff with Paula. I thought that Season 2 kind of went along more as like mini encapsulated stories. We basically only heard about the lock and the promise once in the entire series, and it really contributed nothing to the main development between Raku and Chitoge, or Raku and Onodera or Marika. Now, as a Team Chitoge fan, I really enjoyed all the moments that she got with Raku, whether it's Raku trying to help Chitoge with her problems, finding her ribbon, or just being a good boyfriend to her on a regular basis. I really think they work quite well together as a couple. In terms of the Raku and Kosaki ship, I do enjoy that, but it seems like there's a little bit of tension there because Haru also might potentially have feelings for Raku. Marika and Raku are a really weird ship for me because I feel like they've reversed the typical Japanese couple. Traditional like, gender expectations put it more on the guy to be more aggressive when it comes to confessions, but you have Marika, who is so entertaining and so charming because she just runs up to you and expresses her love. She's so honest, and it's a little bit refreshing, but also a little bit annoying at times. Marika really only has very extreme and polarizing moments. You either see her only as a crazy fangirl who's throwing herself at Raku constantly, or she's just like a very timid and quiet girl, sickly and contemplative and in love. And I'd like to see these sharp sides of Marika rounded out. After the entire story with Maiko and Sensei, I kind of want to see Maiko and Ruri get together. However, my favorite moment in the entire Nisekoi series, including Season 1, is still probably the epic finale in Season 1 during the Romeo and Juliet played. I was really worried that Raku was gonna get a finale with Onodera, but then I'm kind of glad that they switched over to Chitoge because that's the moment when Chitoge realizes her feelings for Raku. It's so sweet, and a lot of the comedy that happens in the play is reflective of what happens to them in real life. But of course, because they're in the play setting, everything turns into kind of like a dreamy landscape, and they don't really have to be worried about expressing their feelings to each other and being embarrassed about it or anything. I'm really hoping for a season 3 because there's so much manga material out. I don't know, what do you guys think of the series? These are my general thoughts on Nisekoi, but if you guys have anything you want to talk about, tweet me at CuriousCloudy or leave a comment in the comment section below. If you guys are looking for any recaps or you want to know my thoughts on specific arcs, I will leave a link to the blog posts. I reviewed Nisekoi 12 weeks in a row, so you will be able to find thoughts every single week on every single episode. Till then, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more because a lot more videos are going to be coming up soon, and the summer season previews will be coming this week, so you guys can look forward to that. Till then, I hope you guys are well, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!